Welcome to the Dairy Raid. Presented with over 20 years of coaching experience, the Dairy Raid provides commentary and analysis of the schemes, the players, and the coaches who create Wisconsin football's new identity. Now here's your host, Ryan Anderson.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Dairy Raid and the third quarter of Wisconsin versus Nebraska. Sorry, this and the fourth quarter are getting to you kind of late. Been sick the last 2 days and lost my voice. Just starting to get it back now. So we're going to try to bang these out and get them out for you. So here we go. First and 10, 26-yard line. Badgers come out and open 2x2, 11 personnel. They're going to run outside zone. Okay, so Nebraska widens their inside linebacker pre-snap to take away the RPO, which also takes away the keep read for Braden. So that allows this edge rusher to just come screaming off the end and chase it down from behind. But let's look at the box and see what we could have done better. Okay, so what kind of ended up happening here, I think, yeah, Brunner. So they're running a little bit more like pin and pull here on the front side. Nebraska's in this 4-eye technique here, which can be quite annoying. So Jack Nelson is climbing up. Brunner is coming out, but I think we're expecting that Brunner is going to loop here, and he realizes it too late and ends up just not getting there. Also, Malman gets beat pretty bad to the inside. Not a great way to start. Second and 10. Okay, 3x1 with the wing. Okay, double spot with a shoot route. Nebraska bringing pressure, running a cross blitz. And that just eats everything up inside. It's a nice, and so Nebraska is doing a lot of movement in this game. And just the setup of the late movement causes the bad trigger. All right, so we're watching here. So we're sending 5 across Renfro's right or left side, and then bringing 48 through the other side, and just the speed and the angle it just catches Renfro off guard. He's usually a little quicker than this in his pass protection, and that just causes the pocket to collapse. Not really happy about the thrilled by the rep by Tubby Walker on this one either. He's usually a better pass protector. He's got his hands down for some reason. That's a really weird technique there. I wonder if he's having shoulder issues. But yeah, not a great way to start here this third quarter. So 3rd and 10. 3x1. Oh, okay, so we're condensed, but we're condensed outside the hash mark. This is to start combating what Nebraska's been doing with widening their linebackers. So now you really make them play the entire field. And just look how wide the Nebraska defensive front is set. All right, so they're just trying to run a little return route. All right, so sending Tretch in motion, and it's that collision right there. That hand kills this. Is it pass interference? I mean, maybe. I think timing-wise, Braden is set pretty good. A little bit leaning back on this because he feels the pressure. Let's look at the box and see if we can see the contact out here a little bit cleaner. Well, we got going to get a 3-step drop. 2, 3, set, and that hand right there. he get his face? It looks like he gets his face mask. And that just causes everything to turn out late. Hey, Riley Mallman not having the best game in the world. He is letting everyone in the world know how tall he is because, God, he's not sitting down. It's a messy pocket. So I can understand that Braden didn't quite set his feet. So leads the 4th and 10 and a punt. Not the best way to start a game when you're down by 14 points, and now we're down by 17. So next drive. All right. 3-by-1. We are in 12 personnel. Motion. Outside zone. Now we've gotten the edge a little bit there. All right, good push. Nice hard run by Dupree. Let's look at this again. See what we can gain here. That's a really good job there by Brunner to get to the second level. He needs to maintain it, but that's good to see. Seeing a lot more Jackson Aker in the H-back role. All right, so let's see. Pretty good job. Okay, I like here. Renfro. That's a long way for him to go. Gets turned. Riley Mallman gets his guy turned inside. Still a little high. I'd like to see him carry that momentum upfield a little bit instead of just turning him on the line of scrimmage. Okay. And even though with Brunner, his guy ends up making the tackle, just getting upfield and getting that contact, that gave a couple yards off of that. So that's not bad. All right, 2nd and 4. Okay, 2-by-2. Again, really widening the formation. And that's going to cause stress not only here, but it's going to cause stress by the middle of the field player. Condense, and we get a false start. So 2nd and 9. So much for the nice yards on the first play. Okay, 2-by-2, 12 personnel. Split flow, RPO. Boom. Great throw. This is one of the frustrating aspects of Braden Locke. Because when he is on, he throws a pretty ball. He has great timing. He has good footwork. It's just the baffling mistakes he makes. It's different for me than like Wisconsin quarterbacks of the past, like Joe Stave or Alex Hornibrook, where they were just overall bad. And when they did good things, you were surprised. Like, for me, it's the opposite with Braden. I think he's a decent quarterback. I'm surprised at how terrible he can be at times. It's a great throw. All right, let's look at the box real quick. Let's look at the backfield action. Okay. Nice job by Aker coming across the field. Good throw. Okay. 1st and 10. We're moving. 3-by-1 condensed. Again, 12 personnel. Play action. Gonna run the crosser. All right, so we got switch release, cross, dig, and post. With our back coming out of the backfield off the play action. Okay. So switch release, outside to the dig, inside to the crosser. We're going to have our post, and then we're going to have our play action to the flat. Okay, Yankee concept. You hear it called in the West Coast world. Okay, you see this on Sundays from Shanahan, from McVay. But good job here to just stick it down Okay, so we're reading one. We're reading how the field divides at the top of the screen, and they're just dropping out. So coming underneath is absolutely the right thing to do in this particular case. Good. All right. Take a look at the box real quick. Look at the pass protection. Boom. Looks pretty good. Yeah, so we're looking here. And we're just to the safety over the top. It's just not giving us the space, so let's just get it out there. And a nice little move there to gain an extra yard. All right, here we go. So 2nd and 2. Okay, 3-by-1. This time an 11 personnel. GH lead, but we're going to throw the RPO. And what initially you're thinking this is a a pass thrown behind CJ Williams, when in fact you can see here, see it better from the end zone angle. Watch Braden after he throws this. He's pointing at the blitz. So what's that telling me? Blitz, sit. He should have sat. And that's what ended up killing that one. Now, 2nd and 2, RPOs and shots like that are the type of plays I like taking on 2nd and short, because worst comes to worst, we're in 3rd and short. So that's what we have here, 3rd and 2. Oh boy, Badgers coming out power I formation. And we fall forward. Good boy. This is just Tui Walker being skinny. I like how he's fighting. I mean, it's a big jumbled mess inside blocking-wise. I mean, Tucker Ashcraft just gets ridden straight back. I mean, choke slammed. But this is a great job by Tui Walker, just fighting for the yards. So, 1st and 10. Starting to get a nice little drive here. 2-by-2, going to motion. Tretch. And we just get somebody completely unblocked. Looks like they're running a stunt. Oh, let's go back. There we go. So, motioning across. Oh, that's all right. That's the wrong play. Come on. There we go. I'm keeping all this in. All right, here we go. So motion. So the stunt occupies both Huber and Malman. And I think this is a mistake on Joe Huber. And it's tough with the movement. You know, I think with the direction that the scheme's going, they're just running inside zone. So it's hard for him to come off of the double team. But as soon as he passes across, he should be thinking about climbing. So when number 9 here widens on a zone, that should lead him to scoop up. But he didn't. And leads to minimal no gain. All right, 2nd and 10. 2-by-2 open. Looks like we're still 11 personnel. Going to motion across. Nebraska is going to bring some pressure. Badgers run a screen. Great time to run a screen. With as much movement and as much chaos as the Nebraska front is trying to make, catching them off guard with a screen is a really good opportunity. And they haven't done much screens in this game or really lately, but you're setting it up both sides So got a little return slot screen on the bottom. They would be running that if the coverage didn't come with Tretch with the motion. But now we're overmatched on the front side. We overmatched Nebraska, and we get a nice game. So 3rd and 4, manageable 3rd down situation. It's what we're always going for. Okay, 3-by-1. Again, 11 personnel. Okay, fighting for the yards. I think the cutback was there. Just don't think we saw it. Let's take a look at it right. Yeah, I mean, it's tough. How I read this, I'm reading 1 to 2. So 1, all right, we're not going outside already. 2, right now we're neutral, and that's tough. So he needs to sit with it longer. The longer he sits with it, the less he can cut back. I mean, the cutback is there. If anything, I'm telling him, take it, put the foot in the ground, just run up the hash mark to the end zone. So I think it's there. Especially because the linebackers are a little late because they're waiting for RPO. So that's tough. I mean, he has to wait a little bit because he has to see how Renfro's block sets up. But you can't wait forever because the more you wait, the more that the waiting is going to make the decision for you. Leads to 4th and 2. And here we go. Okay. Power personnel. Not much you can do here. You want the Badgers to run I formation. Here you go. And that's why we don't do it. We got, old school Badger fans are just creaming in their pants right now. They're so excited. We've got an extra offensive lineman as a tight end. Are you kidding me? And what does Nebraska do? They match it with 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in the box. A 10th guy sitting right there. And it's just big boy football. Okay. Double team by Nelson and Huber at the front side. Bench wall falls down. And that completely kills it right there. Yeah, I mean, they're running right at the strong point of the offensive line. Big boy football. What can I tell you? That's why we don't do it anymore. All right. Moving on. Next series. 1st and 10. 3-by-1. Motioning to 2-by-2. Okay. Just running sticks. Okay. Curl it outside. Find the space. Reading inside out. Is he open? Yes. Set the feet and throw. Boom. Okay. Running out of 12 personnel. Nice gain there by Nowakowski. 2nd and 2. Love our 2nd and short situations. Opens up the field. Opens up the playbook. 11 personnel. GH lead. Nice cutback. Haven't had a big play in the run game in a while. Boom. Boom. Cutback. That's the vision that we need to see. It would have been great on his last run. Okay, so we're gonna get pull, get a kick out by Brunner, lead by Aker, put our foot in the ground, see the down block. That's actually a pretty good job by Riley Mallman to get somebody, and then we just turn on the jets. Maybe if we keep accelerating, we get around the corner. But falls forward for an extra few yards, so we'll take it. Nice run. 1st and 10. Okay. 2x2. Okay, running the mesh return. And not only do we give up pressure on a 4-man rush, but we hold in the process. All right, I really like the route concept here. We saw this, actually, in the Thanksgiving games. But so we're selling mesh. Just want to make sure I get the right guys setting up on this mesh. Okay, so rewind. All right, so we're going to stem outside and mesh across, and then we're going to sell the mesh, and then we're going to return, and then we're going to run off here. So I really like that concept. It's unfortunate that the pass protection just doesn't let it happen. I'm sorry, and it's a post at the bottom of the screen, not a fade. I mean, we had options. So let's look at the box. Where do we lose it? I think it's Jack Nelson. Yep. Yeah, and I think they also throw the flag on him too because he pulls him down from behind at the end there. You know, he's been having a pretty solid season. And they're just the difference in athletic ability. It's too high, too far over his feet, and just loses it. Not ideal. So, 1st and 10. Oh, there's a penalty on Nebraska? There we go. All right. 12 personnel. Nebraska blitzes. Back shoulder ball. What a throw. Great. I mean, what a throw and a catch. Perfect placement. Back shoulder. Boom. What a catch. All right, so let's take a look at this. So we got out here. We're going to release outside. We're going to be running kind of a bubble, and he does try to bend it back a little bit. I think it's more just a hold. We got our crosser, and then we're just throwing up the fade to the back corner. This is a fantastic throw. Okay, pressure. Puts in a spot where either our guy catches it or it goes out of bounds. Love it. Well, that's a great place to end. That's the 3rd quarter of Wisconsin versus Nebraska. So, next time, 4th quarter. Let's finish this one out strong for the offense. All right. Thank you for watching. See you next time.
2 seconds later.
Well, Badger fans, next time is right now. Guess I should have looked ahead. The Badgers only run 8 plays in the 4th quarter. So, we're just going to put it all together in one video. Entire second half. All right, so 1st and 10, 25-yard line. Outside zone. Okay, look at the box. Okay, not bad. I think Nebraska, what happens here is Nebraska just does a pretty good job stringing it down the line. And Dupree just kind of starts running out of space. I'm sure we get a hat for a hat pretty much 33 eventually comes through unblocked. Because Renfro is trying to help Brunner. He's a little late getting to 33, but that's more of a credit to the Nebraska defensive line. But still 4-yard gain. So 2nd and 6. 2 by 2. We're going to condense things a little bit. And run the quick out. Ooh, that's a tight window. Ooh. That's trust. Rip, and it's the right throw. Because we have similar leverage at the bottom of the screen, but that is a much longer throw. So if you're going to snap this quick out, snap it to the shortest throw. It's a great break by Nebraska's corner. But a better throw. Let's look at the footwork here. Rip it. All right, 3rd and 1. Yep, here we go. Okay. We get any kind of push? Not really. We get stopped short. Look at the box. Again, I pointed it out before about how Matt Rule does things. If you see defensive linemen with single-digit numbers on, they are really working. Because single-digit numbers are earned, and 9 just stands everything up. Good patience by 18 to squeeze down. That's just solid defensive play. Did the Badgers do anything wrong? No. I mean, they all go to the right spot. It's just Nebraska wins the battles. All right, 4th and 1, though. Got to go for it. Coming out in the Maryland I. In a motion. All right, here we go. Okay. And there. We actually get a push. All right, until he's able to finish. Let's take a look at this here. Okay, I think we get some good down blocks. Nebraska's interiors are in 6-point stances. Yeah. Okay, credit where credit's due. Jack Nelson taking big number 0 down is what absolutely springs this. And a good job of a finish by Renfro here. That's a really tough block for him to be able to snap and get underneath a lineman in a 6-point stance. And good job by Tui to finish. All right, so we're still fighting. All right, 1st and 10. Play action. The spike, the sail. Oh, we nail him on the post. All right, so this is the variation off of the Yankee. So we're sending the post, and normally we would cross here, but what we get is Tretch breaks it back out, and that occupies the attention of that middle field safety, who's hanging low, but he's not going to be drifting back. And also, we get eyes here. Looking across, because I think he's expecting, right here, he's expecting Tretch to keep going across the field. He doesn't, but by the time he realizes, it's too late, and we get it over the top. Again, another great throw. Just step back and let it rip. Boom. Great. Again, for a quarterback who's as bad as he's been playing, you would think Braden Locke just sometimes just makes some wonderful throws. Right in time, right in the breadbasket. And nice catch and run by Vinny Anthony. All right. Going to go for 2 here. Okay, and this is a situation where we go for 2. And we get it. Okay, winning a route, a little whip route at the bottom of the screen. Okay, nice job. Boom. All right. Well, we were within earlier. Well, unfortunately, the defense didn't hold. So, 44-25 now. So coming out. I'm gonna run the spot in the flare at the bottom of the screen. Switch release with the cross seam and the curl, or the out, excuse me. Just sit it down. Get some good yards. 2nd and 1. Again, we love 2nd and short situations. We're in garbage time now, but it's important for the offense to keep trying to play within the normal framework. And, I mean, this is going to get credited to Braden Locke. But, I mean, come on. Let's take a look here. This will be the last clip we'll see, unfortunately. Wide open. A little behind, sure. I mean, not much. 2 hands on the ball. And just pops it up. Right in the correct window. I mean, what are you going to do? What is Braden Locke supposed to do in a situation like that? That ain't his fault. All right. So, now we're at the end of the 4th quarter and the end of the second half, Wisconsin versus Nebraska. Another game where the offense shows so much promise, but they can't be on the same page with the defense. I don't know what needs to happen to make things better, but after a week of turmoil with firing the offensive coordinator, going on the road, at least we can say that the offense didn't just crumble. And at least they show the ability to make big plays, make plays in the passing game, make some plays in the running game. So hopefully they carry that momentum into Minnesota and we can get into a bowl game. We'll see how it goes. All right, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.